wanna say thank you. Makes me that much smarter. Makes my skin a little bit thicker. Makes me that much wiser. Thanks for making me tighter. I think you're in the wrong live, honey. I feel completely great about myself and 100% relevant to all those who matter. And I'm in my purpose and I'm very content. I have therapy today. I worked my ass off and I'm doing diamond art. So if you're here to upset me or make me feel bad about myself, you're not. I wish all the best for you, but I rebuke your negative energy and I'm going to carry on with my day. And what you think of me is none of my business because I think I'm amazing. God thinks I'm amazing. So carry on. Plus, I had just gotten on, so to have 6 people as soon as I pop in, like within 1 minute, is really not bad. And now I have 21, like 3 minutes later. So, how irrelevant am I? Just to sit and do diamond art? I'm proud of that. I think that's amazing. I think all of you guys are great. I'm glad you're here. Whatever you think about me, like, I'm going to choose to think the best of you and hope that you make it in this world. Now, if you're a bad person and I find out, I'll call your ass out. But I hope we can all decide to be good people and do what's right and not stalk, bully, and harass each other. It's sick behavior. Now I'm here to stand up for those that can't stand up for themselves. Because it used to be me. I learned how to be my own hero and I learned how to trust God to be my hero. And it's been the best choices I've ever made. Welcome in, everybody. I'm getting ready for my therapy appointment. I think I'm going to do diamond art during therapy. And then I have my psychiatry appointment at 5:30. And I had a doctor's appointment the other day. I got really good insurance at my work where I didn't even have a copay for my psychiatry or my therapy. To go from being homeless and not having enough to even go to the ER and get your medicine to be able to have your own dental and vision for the first time at 41 is really miraculous, and God is very good. Hey, Bilal, how are you? I just got home from work. I have therapy in 30 minutes and then a psychiatry appointment. And then I'll be back on to finish doing some diamond art before I go to bed. And I get on every morning very early doing hair and makeup before work. Hello. this fall. It's my kind of place. Walking through the front door puts a big smile on my face. Hey, plain Jane. I just got off work and I'm getting ready for therapy. I have a therapy appointment online in 35 minutes, and then I have a psychiatry appointment. Okay, it's okay. Oh, that diamond is really tiny. Where'd it go? There was one diamond that was littler than the other diamonds. I was gonna pinch it out and put a new one in there. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, look, this is like a malfunction. Can you see it? There you go. This one's littler than the other diamonds. Welcome in, Lily Beth. I'm getting ready for therapy, and then I have a psychiatry appointment. I got insurance with my job, and so I'm gonna start taking care of everything I need to. I had a doctor's appointment the other day to get some antibiotics to start getting to where I can get my tooth pulled, and then I have to make an eye appointment because that evil TMH lady that used the videos of Mama Tot to steal my dog and all my stuff, lying and saying she is my sister when I met her one time as a teenager. We don't have either one of the same parents on our birth certificates, and I'm 41. I haven't seen her, heard from her, talked to her. She just stole my dog, all my shit, all the proof I had showing that Mama Tot was working with SLOT and that fake DV charity, and they won't give me any of my things back. But I've restarted and I got insurance for my job, so I'm gonna start doing therapy and try to get some help, like from dealing with the gang stalking and trusting fake advocates like SLOT and Mama Tot, thinking they were helping me out of abuse and ended up trafficking me, getting me exploited. It was disgusting. Then that whole thing with Maggie was set up, y'all. They had Maggie, SLOT and IO had Maggie drive down and had planned out that whole thing with Dixie about doxing her address. All of it. Like, that's why she was down there. And then she was like in communication with Dixie before it even happened, and then pretended she was an advocate. Zip what? The truth? You don't want it out there? Margaret Keene? Maggie? The one who pretended to help me out of abuse, but then turned and worked with my abuser the next day? That one? You want me to zip it? Because she's connected to IO and SWAT? And Mama Tot and ginseng? Is that why you want me to zip it? No. How about I keep telling the truth and we get it all out in court and we have the judge show the records of her talking to TMH, talking to SWAT, and we go from there. How about that instead? The truth, maybe. That works for me. And we're going to get into the racketeering that was done, the selling my images and having this girl steal my birth certificate and stuff so they could try to make money on sites online when I never exploited myself as a homeless woman. They're disgusting. And that's the truth. And people like, well, I'm not, you know what? I'm going to continue doing therapy, letting them be held accountable for what they've done, and I'm moving on. The truth is the truth. Whatever they've tried to make it is not the truth, and God knows it. So believe whatever you want. Thank you, Bama girl. Thank you, girl in the air. Thank you, Plain Jane. I'm proud of me too. I have stayed true to the prophecy, true to what God's called me to do, my purpose, my truth, no matter what they threaten with me, no matter what stalking they've done. I have not let them bully me out of being honest, out of being prophetic, out of being who I am and continuing on no matter what they do to me. And that's what they didn't want. They didn't want me to be productive. They didn't want me to get into therapy on my own. They wanted to control the whole situation, make it look like I wouldn't help myself. When that's why they came after me in the first place, is because I did a podcast reaching out for help and saying I had cut off my family over 20 years ago for abuse, and I was the healthiest I'd ever been. And then when the people that I trusted and I told that to turned and worked with them and took payouts, everything got chaotic. But they were retaliating for that in the first place. It's all recorded. But whatever. They tried to paint a new story, but it didn't make the story different. Just convinced a bunch of gullible demons to believe it and peddle it. Doesn't change my truth. No, because they stole my paperwork. When I said I had the paperwork linking Mama Tot to Slot and what happened, TMH broke in my room and stole it using videos of her saying that she was my sister. So they were using the paperwork online to make money in JWAG's live and Ginseng's live. And they pretended like they're mad at each other to try to do a fight to get attention off of my name and what's going on with my stolen dog, because they're weird old men that can't make money any other way than exploiting women with autism online. It's not about needing therapy. I chose to get therapy after dealing with gang stalking and homelessness. It's been hard as a late diagnosed autistic woman to have so many people bully me and lie about my journey for money. So I'm choosing to get therapy with my money, with my insurance that I pay for at work. So why is it your business to criticize me? You either support each other in here or get out. Like, you're hateful, I'm gonna block or mute you and move on with my life. So what's the point in doing it? It's childish and it lowers the vibration. My name is literally raising vibrations for a reason, because it's our obligation on this earth. So when you try to lower it in here, I'm not going to get down with that anymore. And I'm not going to let you put your truth on me. I'm happy with my behavior, what I'm doing, what I'm choosing to heal and progress with and stay in my purpose with. And you can't put on me what you feel about yourself. I'm not going to allow that. I wish nothing but the best for you, but I will not embrace your negativity. Thank you for the follow. I mean, it's not just that I heard it, I prophesied it, that if he continued to choose to exploit me for money, him and the other creators would get into it and start taking each other down one by one. He's the first one. And I'm fully aware that none of those punks that ganged up to exploit an autistic homeless female can walk a day in my shoes without cracking. So yeah, I know it's going to cause a lot of giving up and being really pitiful and stuff, because they're going to have to face what they've done now. I'm calling justice on everything that's been done the last year and a half, and I gave Alpha a million chances and he chose hatred and backstabbing behavior, and now God's going to deal with it. My spirit team is on it really, really strong. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, honestly, I suggest it because he really, really stabbed me in the back. And I mean, I allowed him. I mean, I saw part of what was going on and I allowed it to a certain extent to expose what him and Ginseng and J-Wag and Keen and all those creepy perverts were doing to try to sway the story to make what they did with the racketeering and the paying for those images and having Daddy Dak buy my domain name and working with TMH to get my paperwork because they're trying to racketeer my images illegally because they thought that I was weak as an autistic woman struggling with homelessness and that they could just smear my name and get people to do illegal shit and they could get away with it. But the fuck, I think not. You fucked with the wrong one. And if you think him leaving the app is the worst of his trouble, I've seen it. It's not. He owes me an apology. But he wanted to be Big King so bad, and that is not something to strive to be. But do you? Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Plain Jane. I have therapy. I need to get off here in like 10 minutes because I got therapy in like 20 minutes. I think I am going to do my diamond art during therapy. It'll make me feel better. And I don't get a whole lot of time to work on it because I work so much. And I'm making it for some friends I met at my job. And then next, I'm doing what is that famous painting called? I think it's called Starry Night. It'll be a little harder for me because I'm used to like color block diamond art. The only way I even knew him was from the prophecy, but the behavior that I've seen him teaming up with the guys who exploited me, Ginseng, J-Wag, the prophecy will never come true while he's living in that kind of lifestyle. Like when he's supporting those creepy perverts doing what they're doing, it's not going to work out for him. And that's it. Like, I was cool with him. I saw how God viewed him, and I saw the prophecy over his life, and I was in his corner, and I was trying to help him. But he ignored the prophecy. He did not heed what God had me tell him, and he chose to, roll with guys that are doing very illegal things on the app and support that, and I don't respect that. But I don't personally have dealings with him. Hi, Bilal. I pray for him, and I hope that he decides to hop back in what God has for him because it's beautiful. I've seen it, but I can't force him or make him. But I wouldn't give up those kind of blessings for ginseng, I cut ties and broke the curse because I'm not willing to throw away what God has for me for trash that's going to lie and manipulate people for money. But if he's willing to do that, I can't stop him. That's all I feel about it. But he's still doing it. He was up with that creepy world champ guy that's been part of this and J-Wag yesterday. So he's still choosing the drama and choosing dishonesty over God's plan for his life. So it's, whatever. I pray for your healing. Circumstances will change. I pray that the fear inside. Well, they had to make those recordings because I haven't really done anything. I have no record. I've never really actually done anything. So they had people from their hate group take me places, lure me in, working with the fake domestic violence charity who did terrible things. And then, yes, tried to make it look like I was the bad guy, but that has nothing to do with me. And I forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. It's they know that they're choosing evil, but they are just choosing evil, and that's, I'm not gonna play in the playground with them. God's dealing with it. He's exposing the truth. And I'm choosing to heal. I start therapy in just a few minutes, and then it's like telehealth. I haven't had my appointment yet. Today will be like intake, so we'll talk about what method is best for us. I'm a year away from my master's in mental health counseling, so I try not to prejudge the situation, and I want to get her opinion I have a female therapist and a male psychiatrist. But I'm only talking to him. I don't want to be on any medication. Unless he suggests something, but I really just need a doctor and a therapist while I'm healing from the gang stalking, especially with them putting me through everything with stealing my dog and all my clothes and stuff. It's been a lot over and over. And they've done that 3 times this year with the hate group calling into the police, and the police helped them do it twice. And then had their mothers in the boxes with Mama Tot and Slot dox my address, put me in danger, all for attention online, no matter how illegal it was. I really don't care what Alpha does. I know that his karma is coming in several ways for what he has chosen to do, but it's none of my business what he does. He's not a part of me. He's not in my world, not even 0%. So I don't really care to continue talking about it. I've seen what God has in store for him, and I pray for him, and that's all I care to say. He will be taking the medicine he has given out for a very long time. That's all I'm going to say. No matter what direction he goes in, he can't hide from it at this point. None of them can. Thank you, Lala. I'm doing wonderful. I'm about to therapy. I got to get off here in like 3 minutes. I got insurance with my job, and I have a therapy appointment and a psychiatry appointment today, and I had my first doctor's appointment the other day. I started some antibiotics so I can get the infection down and get my tooth full, because I got 2 real bad abscesses right there and on the other side. But I'm taking care of everything one step at a time. All right, y'all, I'm going to hop off here and get set up for my therapy. But I'll get back on after my psychiatry. Hop off here and get set up for my therapy. But I'll get back on after my psychiatry appointment. And I'm not back on tonight. I'll be on first thing in the morning. No, I didn't. He has been stolen by the gang stalkers, and I'm working on getting justice for that. But it's a lot. But I'm about to start therapy and working through what they put me through. It's okay. That evil TMH lady that was working with SWAT, or Amy Downs, and that fake domestic violence charity, and Mama Tot, and she got up in Mama Tot's box lying and slandering and saying she knew me and I lived with her. I swear on my children, on my dog that's missing, like, I did not grow up with her. She just completely lied, and Mama Tot helped her lie. So she showed the police videos of Mama Tot saying she was my sister and lying about my autism, and that's how they stole my dog and all my shit. And I said I had proof linking Mama Tot to the Amy Downs fake domestic violence charity scams. The TMH broke in, stole the folder where I said I had it. If anything happened to me, I told them. And so she broke in and stole it and detached the information with the police station from Marsh County, North Carolina, with the purple picket when Mama Tot and Slot called in and got the police to help them, and then had one of the officers' mom in their box to dox my address to put me in danger so the TMH lady can know where I was then. And she was working with Dixie and Slot when they faked me out and pretended there was a camper at Dixie's, and the whole time it was a scam with Slot and TMH. the whole time. And Mama Tot was involved, and Maggie, and all those people. And Indian Outlaw, they set up Maggie going down to Dixie's. And all you people covered for them. All the sheeple on here wrote it down for all these lies, all this backhanded bullshit going on behind the scenes. What IO and Slot were doing was so illegal, and I told people every day, and no one would listen to me. So they got away with illegal things because they had illegal things because they had so many people lying from this girl that hasn't seen me in like 25 years lying about my diagnosis when I was diagnosed 6 years ago. So how the fuck would she have known? She wouldn't. They just made up whatever my ex-husband wanted them to say, because I never introduced the girl to my ex-husband. So how did she even know him? Because I only met her one time as a teenager. So the fact that he was talking to Mama Tot and her and Slot went to his truck stop, it seems like I was right in the first place when I told the crazy hillbilly gaming that my ex-husband paid people to lie about me, when that's what happened again online. But you know, people are gullible as shit. And they always go where the money is, and that wasn't on my side, so. Well, I told y'all that she was running a fake domestic violence charity and stealing over a year and 3 months ago. But you just called me crazy. And what was she doing? Stealing over $1 million from a fake domestic violence charity. All right, I'll see y'all after therapy. Stealing. Oh. All right, I'll see y'all.